Good morning, Europe. Thanks for starting your day with us. Our top stories.
You're watching Sky News live from Paris, where multiple terror attacks have left at least 120 people dead. Thanks very much for joining us. Senior US intelligence officials say that Osama bin Laden was in active control of Al-Qaeda right up until the time of his death. Good afternoon. We start with breaking news. A plane has crashed at Shoreham Air Show. Even if you haven't been to Paris, even if you haven't visited Notre Dame, you know this building. It's so iconic. It's a building that has lasted all these centuries. It stood there for more than 8.5 centuries. It survived all kinds of events. It survived the Nazi occupation of Paris. It was a little bit damaged by stray bullets, apparently, that flew during that occupation. It survived the French Revolution. It survived nearly being demolished. And yet now we've seen this fire having broken out. We don't know what the cause is. There are suggestions that it could be linked to the renovation work that was going on.
This is Euronews Tonight, our top stories. The British Parliament debates the next steps for Brexit as the French president casts doubt on whether the UK can delay leaving the EU.
Let's bring you some breaking news now about the Queen, who had to miss an engagement this weekend because of a stomach bug. Our royal correspondent Paul Harrison is here with me, and I understand you've got an announcement.
Yes.
Whoever makes fake sideburns has already done quite well, haven't they?
Well, there were quite a lot of them in the opening ceremony last night.
Yeah, and one person who's not going to have that problem is, of course, the Queen, who provided the biggest surprise of the night last night, isn't she?
Jannat Showreel, my fellow presenter on Euronews Tonight, who's been following tonight's events closely, and you're listening to Emmanuel Macron's speech. What was your reaction to that, his international call to help rebuild Notre Dame de Paris?
At times like this, at times of national crisis, which I think you can call this, Blaise, the French look to their leader for inspiration, for encouragement. I think Emmanuel Macron rose to the occasion. He talked about the loss of this cathedral. It means so much to the French in terms of their history, their literature, their imagination, and in terms of their religious and cultural heritage.
Lovely, Jannat, thank you. Do you like a bit of gardening?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. And of course,
It's even better when you get gardeners in.
Oh, no, that ruins all the fun. It ruins all the fun. Mind you, there's a lot of controversy because councils have been accused of destroying gardening communities by planning to build on allotments.
Well, Sky News has spoken to one of a group of gardeners who are locked in a legal battle with the local authority over their rights. Rhiannon Mills reports.
Jessica, thank you very much. A universal issue, not just one for Germany. Thanks very much for speaking to us. And thank you for joining us today. Do stay with the channel and online at euronews.com for all your top stories. We leave you with a no comment from Christchurch, where students sang and hugged Muslim religious leaders in a show of solidarity after the mass shootings last week.